Hello everyone, this is Griffin G-Dog, and today I'm going to be talking about the event that went on with the client most recently. It was an Evolve-based event, so you had to play the decks that they decided that, you know, the Evolve packages can fit to. UI Goku is what I decided to play, but Gogeta BR, Yellow Gogeta, SS3, Glorio are all options that are allowed for this event. So I'm going to talk about a few of my games. I ended up playing 9 total to get to 7, lost a couple, completely due to my own fault. One of those I'll be highlighting in a later video, don't worry, it'll come up. But let's get into a couple games and look at why UI Goku is the best Evolve deck. For our first round, I have a mirror match, which is always a good time in Fusion World, as I'm sure you guys know. But the mirror match in UI is very weird. It's the most board control-y, tempo-y type game. Gain incremental advantage and seize the opportunity when you can. I wonder if I would have preferred to go first to get myself milling and awakened first. I kept kind of a weird hand just because I felt like I could go 2-drop for awakening, and or you know, maybe even slap a 6 cost down if I can get it early. We make the same play turn 2, which is the duo, which makes sense. It can't get removed. It's a very good card. But you know, I just decided just mill it up, get some cards and drop. And I may as well swing at him at this point. He doesn't have as many cards to drop as I do, and I'm not going to evolve this turn. Plus, I have the little versions of whatever, each one in my hand, so I can still go into something next turn. And part of it was I wanted to combo and awaken, just to make it a little awkward for him, if I can. But this is the thing about the mirror, another thing, swing them, because they could just get bottomed. Unless you leave the 6-cost Goku upright, they can just bottom deck it. Heck, if they have 6 energy, they can bottom deck it with a couple of Vegetas and a Zeno. Or like a couple of Vegetas and then a regular Vegeta on top, like the 5 costs on top of it kind of thing. So now I'm playing this game where we have to answer a 5 cost. Luckily, this 2-cost Vegeta exists to get the cost reduction down, so that you can Vegetas can take care of each other, and it's very valuable. So with him blocking, I'm technically winning the tempo game. Technically, it's kind of weird. It's a weird game to mirror. It can end up very, very low cards in hand. I believe here he's searching for the 5-cost Vegeta to evolve. Yeah, he is. Yeah, it's just answering each other's board and swinging face each turn. Whoever can do it the least ends up losing. I figure Zeno is the option. Recycle the deck a little bit, play around, and I just cycle cards. I think is the best way to play this turn. And like I said, swing the little guys because they're gonna get bottom decked by Vegeta anyway. And there I'm loaded up with another Vegeta for whatever he does this turn, unless it ends up being 6-cost Goku, which is annoying. Yeah, so we have to answer that now. Double 40 is rough, but sometimes you just gotta take it. You gotta take it and then answer it with your own. Luckily, one of those life was another Zeno. Sometimes you just mill the Zenos over and it's rough. But the Priest also made it very nice. And the Frieza, I get to cycle some cards and then have enough cards and drop to actually swing the damn Zeno. And then I get all these swings at face. So I have the slight hand advantage. Well, not slight. He has 2 cards or 3 cards in hand. and I've got 6, but that doesn't mean anything. There's a lot that can happen. Because a Vegeta here or evolved Goku could just swing at the freezes twice and I just lose the advantage. It could have happened very easily. Right now it seems he's searching. He's just looking for anything. And he milled a bunch of Vegetas, which I thought was weird, because he's deciding to go into the Goku line. I figure at this point it's important to keep the swings, as he is out of energy. So I know if I combo out of this swing, he'd already swung with everything else, so he only got one Goku swing. So I know I can just try to go for kill. Or at the very least, rip every card out of his hand. Divine Domain is awesome. What a great card. Yeah, I combo up on one of these just to rip his hand apart. And if he gets out of everything, then I can just swing with his big guy. One cost Rensu saves the day, honestly. What a great card. Just, it's universe and trait, you get to do some nonsense. He uses his Goku ability, otherwise he's gonna deck out, which is smart. Remember, you can use it when it's in battle, just kinda doesn't do anything other than put cards back. But, you know, it can be important. So now he's trying to do the same thing I did, which is just get some swings off and try to take the game. My bad, he's actually going for board, which makes sense. I can't really defend that. So it's like, what do I do now? I draw the 2-cost Goku. Okay, draw 1-cost Zeno. Okay, I have options, I can do things. A lot of this deck is luck, a lot of it is knowing where you put things back and in what order. Because, like, I can get rid of that Goku, and with 3 energy, also play my own threat. That was a cheeky swing, I didn't have to do that. But now I've got the hand game. Discarding super hurts, but it's gotta be done. He's got a card, a Vegeta, but I only have the super combo left, so like a couple swings. If he had enough small swings, I can just do it. And he makes a couple small swings, so I kind of gotta get a little hopeful that he doesn't do anything weird. I'm like, oh no, zeros, oh no, zeros. It's like, I need. And he puts a 10 in hand, so I need. Had he swung there, he had me. He just didn't realize. You gotta know the opportunity when you can take it in this deck. You really do. Yeah. Also, Double Strike Kefla, awesome card. Let's go to the second round. This game was fun. Playing into Yellow Gogeta is always an interesting time, because if you can't remove their Gogetas every time that they put it down, the game becomes very difficult. And also, this is a God Rank player, so I feel pretty good about beating them. I'm wondering if they're using the rental no, they have an alt leader. They're probably using their own deck. I don't dox or anything. I don't give out who I play against. I don't want to put anyone on blast or put me on blast or anything. So it's just cool to see a God Rank player and play against them. You only get so many opportunities to play against the best of the best. So I'm grateful that I got the chance. The 1-cost Rester is kind of annoying though. But it's alright, I can take my own life and awaken. Awakening at 6 is good. Who knew? Who knew? So in this matchup, you kind of don't want to awaken them too fast, because then they get the double 40 swing, and that just sucks. Dual attack so early felt wild, I'm not gonna lie. But he's really trying to just gain pressure. But the nice thing about UI Goku is that low cards in hand does not mean the same thing as another deck's low cards in hand. This deck can filter through so well that it can create the perfect 4-card hand to get out of your turn. And it may not seem like it, but it's part of piloting it. Getting the 15k swing because he's unawakened is cheeky. But he keeps blocking, which is a little odd to me. But it makes sense, you know, block the easy ones, right? So I'm glad that he plays a rester at the start of this turn and not going into Gogeta, as that's, again, 40-40 is hard to deal with. 30-30 is a little bit more manageable. You got super combos and divine domains. But if you've noticed, I've been holding a Zeno in my hand this whole game just to make sure whenever that card comes out, I can remove it. But he gives me the double warrior, which just sucks. It's like I wanted to bridge something, but I have free reign to do what I want. No cards on board, and I've got my turn ahead of me. So I figured, for fun, dual 50, you know? Sometimes I'm feeling a little spicy like that. I do think there's a positive matchup for me, as I can answer anything he does, and if he doesn't keep the board, then I'm just gonna swing big things at his face. It's like, I can play the long game just as well as Yellow Gogeta can, if not better. And something to remember in a lot of blue decks is you have to know how to play the long game. There's not a lot of true aggro combo blue. I would say Vegito is more than anything, but playing the long game in blue can be very strong. Blue has such a strong potential for long game. UI is a great example. Like, I have 4 cards in hand, but it doesn't feel like I have 4 cards in hand, because I got out of his whole turn and only took 1 swing. And they're not being able to rest that Gogeta promo is very interesting, not being able to rest my thing. But, you know, that's what the Zena's for. Bottom deck, the 6 costs. So this turn I don't have enough swings, or I don't plan out my swings well enough to go 40-40, 50-50. Well, I can't go 40-40, I can do 140. I did 140, but then I didn't do 50-50 because I needed the Zeno on the 6 cost. But also he's gonna go do another 6 cost here, which just kind of sucks. There he goes, stunning my stuff. And here's interesting. He rests the Goku to resend the Gogeta, not being able to use the North Kai effect, unfortunately. Had he done the Warrior and the North Kai in a different order, then he very well could have locked down both. And that's a misplay on his part, but you know, as a Godrun player, you should probably know that. But again, I'm not putting him on blast. Stuff happens on client. I'll have a video where I talk about some goofy mistakes that I have made and other people have made on client. It's just a different game. It's like a video game, so you play like a video game, and it's just like, oh, what do you do? And I love the addition of 6 cost Vegito in his deck. Just the draw 3 is so fun. Like, draw 3, discard 1, draw 1, so you're up so much. And you get to do stupid stuff like that, where you get to mill them down to 1 card in their deck. And I don't know why. Oh, did I use the ability there? I think I used the ability there. He has to kill me, otherwise his game's just over. But you know, goes for stuns, I guess. Or he didn't have another Gogeta in hand. And it's like, you know, he's giving me what he can, and the game's over. there reaches a certain point where the UI wall is insurmountable and have double 6 cost. Yellow is at a disadvantage this meta where they may play one blue power awakening unless you're playing yellow Vegeta. They may play one blue power awakening so you can get rid of a 6 cost Goku, but the moment I put down my third, like my second and third, it's like, what are you doing? How do you answer that? How do you answer dual 40 every turn? You don't. On to the third game we're going to talk about. Alright, and we got the big bad dog himself, SS3 Goku. Best deck in format, but UI Goku is at the unique position of having a somewhat positive matchup of just everything it puts on board can get removed very easily, so it doesn't keep a wide board, which is part of the advantage that it has, is it can play out so many small bodies so quickly and just, you know, put on the aggression while also having a bunch of defensive capabilities with like results of training and just so many cards in hand, including searchable super combos, that but being able to remove those, at least one of those advantages, makes it very positive. He goes for the stall play. Let me speed this up. He goes to stall me out a little bit, which I will admit is annoying. I would like to be awakened on curve against this deck so I can use like my divine domains and start getting out my, like I said, the 6 cost Gokus are very strong because like they can remove one, but probably not the second or third. And he goes for the greedy play of swinging at me here. Had he not, my turn would have been very awkward. But he gives me that life, so I get to play a less awkward turn. Now, I was confused when he put out the 1 cost Vegeta, but it's actually genius. It'll come up soon. It's crazy how fast they can get to their stuff that they can get online. Like, I don't remember if I went with Vegeta or not. We have to get to turn 6. Like, it's so far away from the start of the game with how many swings. Like, even then he's got a 4 card up on me in hand. Like, less life, but that's the way you gotta play. You gotta hope that you keep it about equal based on where they are in life. And this is why I was saying it was genius, is they keep that up for this Vegeta, so they don't need to have a Veku to do the SCR line, which is just awesome. Like, it's impeccable. Like I wasn't expecting what a high IQ play of putting up barrier Vegeta the turn prior. Like it's just something I had never done. And it was awesome. I'm adding that to the repertoire for the next late regional I go to. I get my 6 costs out, and since he went down to 2 life, I'm just gonna hit him in the face. Like I'm not gonna worry about the Gogeta on board because I know eventually I can use the Zeno on it. So even if he takes these and lets it go to his life, that means I'm still winning because I'm still dealing damage to him. He ends up taking one of these 50s. It's like you have to 40-40, 50-50 him. That's how you wear their hand down, because that, like, yeah, he can swing at that. Doesn't do it. Like, I'll give you 1 card. Same thing that I would do to him. It's like you can give me 1 card. It's fine. This turn's scary, because he does all of that without using his energy, or like while still having 4 energy up, and then he goes into this Go Tank, stuns my thing, and I'm like, damn, this sucks. But he plays that over the Goku, and I'm like, oh, okay, he's trying to keep cards in there, which is kind of awesome, kind of genius. Or cards on board, I meant. Like, he wants to keep a wide board, which if I had a Vegeta line, that would have been the most optimal here. Like, just bottom deck those 4s and then just hit him in the face for 35. But I don't have it. But I have this Goku, which is a lot of card draw. Like, it's a lot of card selection. So it's very, very handy. Actually, Zeno. So at the end of this turn, I'm like, okay, now I can remove his 6 cost, and I put him on one heck of a clock. Like, just like hand size clock. He needs to kill me. Otherwise, it would be very bad for him. So like I said, this 5 cards in hand at the start of this turn doesn't feel like 5. Because you can do so much. You can combo out of 1 attack for free with the SR Goku. You can get a card back. You can turn a dud into a combo with Divine Domain. So each 30 that he sends at me, I can get out of and get a card out of him. And you gotta really time out your swings. It's like, okay, how many times can he swing at me? How many swings can I get out of? And you have to do them in the right order. And it's a skill check, but that's how you win this matchup, is knowing what they can do and defending around it, because the moment that they overcommit, it's overkill. Because like, oh, he's got 2 energy left, I still have my Goku redirect. It's like 40? Sure. He's not going to swing twice for 2 energy. It's just not going to happen with SS3. So he's like, oh yeah, I don't know why he even combos on this, because I don't think he realized, oh my god, he didn't use the effect yet. Just like, hey, you can kill it, whatever. I go to my turn now. You have 1 life and 1 card now. I'll give you leader animation, man. UI is such a good deck, underrated deck. I'm glad it's been doing well. It won in Australia not too long ago, and I think it got 2nd at Gen Con? It did very well at Gen Con. Someone was dedicated enough to bring it to Gen Con, and I applaud them for it. I love this deck so much. Mine's a little shiny, so I'm biased. But just what it can do is it's so defensive, but it has so much attack power at the same time that SS3 is just so good that it gets slept on. And SS3 can absolutely still win into this deck. And in fact, it's probably as close to a 50-50 as you get into SS3, except for like, I don't know, BR is relatively 50-50, maybe even Beast is like 50-50, depending on how you play the early game. But like this one's like true, like it can go either way. Like you can just run a tournament if you get SS3 players that aren't expecting to run DUI. So this is not the rental deck, this is my own list that I decided to try. In order to make room for the 2 Vegito SCR and this Goku, I haven't been on it, but I wanted to put it back in, and I do like the more evolve options. It's a 1-cost evolve, which is really handy. I like the options that it gives. I like the hand selection that it gives. It's great if it sticks around for a turn because it's plus, but it also mills so many cards. So you really need to see your Zenos to make it work. So I only threw 1 in. I could see going up to 2, maybe, just because it is very good. Maybe dropping a Frieza for it. It is a good card. We shouldn't have slept on it so much. But I don't think it's not better than double 50 or double 40 when you're using this one. This one at 3. So I cut Rensu down to just 1. Just the 1 is fine. Oh, yeah, just the 1 is fine. The 1 Rensu. Just as a couple options. I know a lot of people run in the blocker, and I do like the blocker. I just feel like with SS3 it just kind of isn't as useful. I mean, if they rest it, they'd swing at it. That's cool and all, but yeah. So yeah, here's the blown up version. Cool 50 cards. I think the guy that played at Gen Con had a 60 card list, which is very spicy. And I think I want to try a 60 card version of this deck. It does search a lot. It goes through a lot of deck, so it might be able to pull it off. I don't know. I'd have to try it. But anyway, guys, for remembering the list this time, I know I've forgotten a couple times and people keep yelling at me about it. But here's the list. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and thanks for listening. Touch the things at the bottom of the video, and bye-bye.